us now on the phone is the mayor of Broward County, Furr. Mayor Furr, thanks very much for joining us. What information can you tell us about this awful shooting today? What have you been told?
Well, there's not a lot of information out there because it's still an active crime scene. We do know there are 14 victims. I do not know how many are deceased. The medical examiner is still walking through the building, and they're trying to clear it. We are having all of the kids are being put on buses and taken over to the Marriott at Heron Bay, and that's about where we're at right now.
We've been hearing reports that the shooter who is in custody is a former student at that school. What have you heard about that?
We know we have one in custody. I do not know anything about him himself.
Mr. Mayor, what kinds of preparations have been taking place even since the airport shooting at Fort Lauderdale Hollywood International Airport in case of a mass shooting like this?
Well, in this case, we're going to have a lot of victims advocates ready to go and be ready for the students tomorrow. And then they're coming from all over the state to help the kids out.
To have this happen in our backyard, Mr. Mayor, I know that you're the new mayor there. There's sort of a rotating mayoralty in Broward County, and as a commissioner, this is now your turn, and so this is happening under your watch. Can you tell us what was going through your mind and what is going through your mind right now as you watch this unfold in your county?
Well, for those who didn't know, I was a teacher for about 25 years. And, we, as teachers and students, we practice drills all the time, hoping that we'll never, ever have to, use it in reality. And it's, when I see all the kids and I see all the parents here, it's just sad to see what's going on.
Mr. Mayor, we have reports of who the shooter is. We're, of course, not reporting it because we haven't independently confirmed it yet. I'm not sure if you have also heard and whether there were any indications or warning signs beforehand, before this happened, by that possibly former student who opened fire today.
I have not heard that yet.
I've got to ask you, after situations like this, and sadly they are all too frequent here in the United States, people look for answers. They look for answers to the question, well, what can we do to prevent something like this from happening? As a longtime educator and now as an elected official in your county, you must have some thoughts about that.
You want to make sure every kid feels connected when they're in school. Those that aren't connected, whether it's in various clubs or academics or athletics, those are some kids that, sometimes fall by the wayside. And it's up to us to identify those and try to help them get connected.
Did you come across students like that when you were in the classroom?
Yes. And I think a lot of teachers all the time try to do their best to try to, talk with the kids and help steer them toward, where their strengths could be and where they could meet up with other kids. That's part of being a good teacher.
You, like the rest of us, must feel a lot of gratitude towards the first responders and law enforcement who put their own lives in jeopardy responding to what was initially an active shooter situation. Talk to us about the response to this situation today. Well,
they've done a great job. You have law enforcement from all over the county here right now, and they are, I think everybody's doing everything they can, and every city and the county is doing everything and offering everything they've got to help out.
The governor has been informed of this. We're told that he is on his way to Parkland right now, and we're also told that President Trump has been briefed about all of this. What would your message be for Governor Scott and for President Trump if you have the chance to speak with them? What will you say to them?
I would say you want to, when you're talking about public education, a big part of it is, trying to help kids feel connected, and that means, that requires really good teachers, funding those things that help kids feel connected. All of those things that go into a really good public education. Don't cut it. Fund it.
And this must be a very surreal experience, of course, for everyone involved, but you as a mayor and a former educator for so many years. I mean, most of your life spent in the public education system, I imagine. So what's kind of going through your head? What did you experience when you first heard the news?
A lot of my students crossed my mind very quickly. And just a lot of thoughts toward fellow teachers, fellow students, and we want to embrace all of them, the teachers, the parents, the students. The county just wants to wrap our arms around them.
Mayor, thank you very much. Mayor Furr, who is mayor of Broward County right now, we appreciate your time, and we are keeping you and all of your colleagues there in Broward, keeping you in our thoughts and prayers. We'll be